Hey everyone, it is Prattski, and I'm still out traveling in Bend, Oregon. And the night before, when I was packing, I realized that I did not have any sort of good small solo travel game to bring along. But I found that there was a local friendly game store in downtown, and I was able to get my hands on a copy of One Deck Dungeon, which I know people have highly recommended as a very small, good solo game. So it can be played as two players as well, of course. But yeah, so I've read through the rules, I played around with it just a little bit, but I haven't played through a full game. So I figured I would do it here. And I may get some things wrong, being that this is the first time through. But if so, just let me know. Otherwise, let's go ahead and jump in. So I've chosen the Paladin. I've got it on the one player side here, which gives me some extra stats. I'm at level 1 currently, so I get 1 item and 2 skills. I get 1 potion during setup, these are the potion tokens. I've set that there. And I think I'm ready. I'm gonna do the Dragon's Cave, which is the easiest of the 5 dungeons that it comes with. And I'm pretty sure I know how this works, so we'll see. But let's go ahead and get started. So what this says here, the Hall of Statues, spend an extra 5 time before your first turn on each floor. So being that this is my first turn on this floor, I need to spend 5 time. So to do that, you flip over 5 cards from the deck. All right, so that's our start. Then at the start of each turn, spend 2 time. And then we can either explore or enter a room. Since there aren't any rooms available yet, we have to explore. So here's where you will not open up, but make 4 doors available. And that is the end of the turn. Now starting our next turn, we need to spend 2 more time. And now we can choose to enter a room. So we can choose any of these 4. So let's just go ahead and choose this one here. The Glooping Ooze. Also of note, my heroic feat says that whenever you open a door with 4 of these lanterns, which are right here, you may store, you store a, what are those dice called? Heroic dice, maybe? Let's just call them heroic dice. I may be wrong there, but this one's a 3, so I do not get that. Now, it's got a lot of stuff here. I don't know that I really... do I want to tackle this? So he's got 3 blue, which I've got. He's got 3 yellow. So blue's magic, and yellow is... Shoot, I'm losing all my terminology here. We'll just call it yellow. And do I want... See, I have the opportunity now to either flee and not have to fight this guy right now, or I can go ahead and get into it with him. And the other thing about this too, if I'm understanding the rules correctly, is that since this is a combat card, you need to cover this as well. If I don't cover this with a 3 or higher, then I'll have to take a damage from that. And before I can even do anything, at least on this guy, I need to cover these 2. So, this is a tough call, because I don't know. The chances are pretty high that I'd be taking some damage. You know, I'm just, you know what, let's just go for it. Let's see what happens. So I make my pool, so I get 3 yellow dice, 1 agility dice, 3 magic dice, and I don't have any heroic dice at this point. So let's go ahead and roll these up. Not seeing too many high numbers here. Okay, so I think that I can put a dice on here before I do these. I don't think it matters too much though, but let's just go ahead. So a 3 will cover this one, a 4 will cover this one, and fortunately a 5 will cover this one. So we're doing all right so far. Yuck. So this is out of the picture. So I've got a 6, and that's about all I can do. So it doesn't really matter which one of these I cover because they all have the damage and a time. I see this now. I did roll 1-1, so I have to spend a time for each one that was rolled. Glad I didn't miss that. And then, yeah, it looks like our only option is to do one of these. So, as a result, I now take the consequences of any uncovered boxes. So there's a time there and a time there, so that's 2 time. And 1, 2, 3 damage that I'll take. So I'm down to just having 2. Now I can use a potion, but I feel like I'm using that up a little early. So I did gain this card. Even if you don't manage to cover all the boxes, you still get it. And then you get to choose what you want to use it for. So you can either use it for gaining 3 experience, which as you can see on this card here, we need 6 to level up, which will allow us to store more items and more skills, and will actually get us an encounter bonus of 1 heroic dice every encounter, and that's pretty nice. We could also take it for this extra, they call them items, but it would give us 1 extra blue dice, or I can take it as a skill, which if I just use 1 yellow dice, no matter what number it is, then I would gain a heroic dice with a value of 6 that can only be used to cover a box with armor. So a little limiting there, but I do see, I think, armor comes up quite a bit. But, that's a tough call here too. I don't want to take too long here trying to make decisions. So, you know, let's just go ahead and do the skill. So I put it under here, like that. And now our turn is over. I'm debating whether or not I should spend this potion to heal these 3. You know, I think I will. So we're back up to full health. Okay, next, let's encounter this door right here. So I spend 2 time. Let's see what we got. Okay, so this is a peril card. This is 4, so my paladin gets 1 dice stored here that I can utilize at the beginning of an encounter. So now I get the choice. I can either climb around, which would cost 3 time and potentially 4 more if I failed, or I can break or blast through, which doesn't cost any time, but it is a higher value. So this is blue, so I'd be rolling blue dice, and I need to get 14. That's going to be pretty tough because I'd have to get 2 5s and a 4, which is not super likely. But I'm liking the item stuff here. I'd get an extra yellow die and an extra health. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my heroic feat, take this dice into play, and then roll them up. Come on, big numbers. Ooh, this isn't looking good. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ugh. I don't think there's anything I can do about that, unfortunately. Yeah, there's really not. So I lose 2 time. I take 4 damage. It's off to a rough start. And then I do get the card, and I am going to take it like so for the extra yellow die and the extra health, which I need the health pretty bad right now. I'm gonna have to be very careful. Okay, so I'll pull this yellow die out. I'm kind of keeping these die here. I think some people always put it back into the crap. I'm forgetting all the terminology of this this game. But anyway, I'm kind of keeping it here, which I'm fine with. So I need to spend 2 time. And let's do another encounter. All right, we got a shadow. So spend time for each skill you use. So let's try not to use any skills. And goodness. So this is going to be a doozy again. Although this is kind of nice. I believe that the rules state if you use a potion skill, which ends up coming down below here, then you get a potion with it. So I'd get another one of these cubes. So now what I'm questioning though is there a limitation to how many of these potion skills that I can have? That I'm not sure. Well, anyway, let's see what our chances are. So blue is okay. This is going to be tough. I can use a yellow die to gain a heroic die of 6, which would mean that this pink die would need to be 4 or higher. And the chances aren't great for that. And if I fail on that, then I believe if you fail to cover all the armor, then you can't do anything here. And if that was the case, I would die. Well, go big or go home, right? So let's see what happens. Oh, you know what? For every damage you would lose, every 2 that you would lose, prevent 1 damage. I'm thinking maybe I only took 2 there. I hope I'm not getting that wrong. But that seems to be what it's saying, so let's count that as a victory. Okay, so let's see what happens. Oh, look at that, we got a 5. Okay, we got really bad rolls on the, well, not too bad, I guess. So that was a 3. Okay, well, let's just play it out and see what happens. So we have a 5, and I will use one of these to gain a 6. And these black ones, this heroic die, you can use on any color, it doesn't matter. So we've got that covered. I just spent a skill, so I have to use a time. And let's see, I don't have anything to cover that 5. I've got a 4. I've got a 3. Okay. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to take 2 damage and 2 time. So we'll do the time now. And for every 2 damage that you would lose, prevent 1, so we just take 1. All right. So now we get this card, and again, I'm liking this extra health. I'm definitely lacking on the agility, the pink dice, but oh, know what? We're gonna go with the potion. We need the potion. So put this under here, and then we gain our potion. Sweet. Now I can heal up again if I need to, which I'm at 3. I could spend right now. I'll hold on to it. I don't see any reason why I would, though. No, I'm just going to spend it. Heal up. All right. One thing that does get a little annoying is storing these cards underneath, and you keep adding to it, and they get out of alignment. I like them to be just right. All right, let's spend 2 more time, and then I'm going to enter this room right here. A beetle. Survivor, if any armor boxes are empty, discard this instead of looting. Oh, look at all that armor right there. Oh man, that's tough because I only have 1 pink die, which actually it's impossible for me to get this card. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to flee and just leave it. So turn's over. Next turn we'll spend 2 and we will explore. Okay, next turn. And let's go with this one right here. A locked door. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna go with the bash it open. It doesn't take any time. I need to get 11, and there should be no reason I can't accomplish this. Perfect. So we got 10, 13, and plenty. So that one was nice and easy. And let's see, we've got 2 experience. The blue, this isn't even going to be relevant anytime soon, so I'm actually going to take the experience. So that goes right here. And now we're at 2 out of 6. Okay, next turn, spend 2 time. And we'll enter this room, another peril. Okay, let's go ahead and bash it open. Piece of cake, 12. So, suppose I could go with this. That's not too bad. Or do I go with the XP? Well, you know what? I'm going to go with this because 1 blue die rolled at a 3 or higher will allow me to roll a heroic die. Then I can use that on anything. So let's take that. So add that to Paladin. And I've got my 2 skill limit now and 1 item limit. So at this point, I really just need to go for XP and level up. So let's spend 2. And enter a room. Another peril, and this is a 4. So I get a black die on my heroic feat. Okay, so slow time, which will cost 3 time. I can't run past it. I don't have enough agility die. And this would be perfect too, because that's 4 experience. That would give me up to 6, and I would level up. So let's see, 11. Do I want to risk it and not use my heroic feat and hope for the best? That would be 3 damage, though. You know, I'm just going to use it. Let's get it in here. Oh, wait. Okay, so here's here's something interesting. I think that I can still roll all of my dice. because I've got this skill here which will give me a 6. Oh, never mind, you can only use it to uncover or to cover a box with armor. That does not have armor, so that doesn't matter. But essentially I can get a reroll on a 3 or higher. Nah, I'm gonna use the heroic feat. Let's see what happens. And I'm using slow time, so I gotta do 3. Okay. I shouldn't have used it. That was a good roll. Oh well. Okay, so I got 11 just on 2 dice there. That dice is gone. Alright, and I use this to level up. So I've got 6 total, 4 and 2. And these cards are actually put back in the box. They're not discarded. Excuse me. I believe, if I read the rules correctly. And I think the point of that is the more skills that you get, because everything that you loot basically goes out of the game, because these item cards are not out of the game, but out of the deck here. So, yep, those are put back in the box. Now I level up to level 2. So this new card comes out. And now I can have 3 items, so I can get 2 more here. 3 skills, I can get 1 more. I get +1 potion for reaching level 2. And here we go, is where I get this +1 heroic die encounter bonus. Now if I was playing with 2 players, we'd have to choose who gets this before each encounter. But since I'm the only one, I get it every time. And we need 8 experience now to level up from here. So let's, so I'm getting real low. So there really isn't anything I can do here. So I'm gonna start the new turn, which is 2. And then I'm going to explore. And now when the stairs is first revealed, you can choose to go down to the next level of the dungeon, or I can choose to stay here, but every time I spend time, I need to put a heart token on this card. And once 3 tokens get onto this card, you put 2 back and you put 1 on your hero. So I don't know if this 1 card is really worth right now, possibly taking some damage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and enter level 2. So we take everything and shuffle it all up. Probably sleeve these, but I didn't have sleeves here. Okay. So now we're entering level 2. Oh, I have not been using this at all. Bummer. Okay, well, lesson learned. We'll keep on plugging away here. Okay, so now my understanding is everything counts. So on apparel, I have to cover both of these. On combat, I have to cover both of those. So, dang, I can't believe I haven't been doing that. What a bad example I am. Well, we need to do our Hall of Statues, so we do 5. And then another 2 for our turn, which will allow us to explore. And then another 2. And now we can enter a room. Let's do this one right here. Spiked log, another peril. Okay, man. Well, this clobber logs is definitely by far the easiest, but we're gonna have to use 2 time. I can't make that happen, so, well, or can I? So I've got a pink, I've got a black, I can also use a 3 or higher blue, which will allow me to roll another black. You know what, let's go for it. Let's do that. Yellows are totally worthless here. So we're going dodge logs, so we don't spend any extra time. Okay. So we've got a 5 and a 4, that's 9. We'll spend our 3 to get a black die. And how much do we need? 14. We're at 9. Eey. Would you look at that? That's awesome. Okay, we did it. That's super, super fun. All right, so we gain this card. I'm really low on agility here, so I'm taking this as an item. Yeah, here's where the annoying part comes in. Okay, awesome. Turn is over. Next turn, spend 2 time. We do have another dice now. Okay, and let's explore this room. I should say enter this room. The Plague Rat. Okay. X equals 4 per open door, including this one. So this is a 4. Pretty tough little rat. So that's going to be kind of... well, you know what? Let's just give it a try. See what happens. Oh. Okay. See some decent numbers here. Okay, so this is a 4. So why don't we just go ahead and cover that up right now. Oh my gosh, I still haven't been doing these things. Okay, I'm sorry, folks. It's just, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time remembering that. Okay, so this is a combat, so I need to cover these 2. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to keep this 4. Well, because if I spend this, then I get a black heroic 6 that I can use to cover armor. So we'll use it there. Not looking great on blues. But I'm going to use this here to roll one of these. Come on, we need a nice high number 4. Not quite what I was looking for. Well, we'll cover this one here. And cover this here. And this 3 we'll cover with a 4. This 3 we'll cover here. So this isn't so bad. We're going to lose 2 time. And so I can either, this is, I think, a pretty easy choice. So I use the heroic dice to cover that. Then in the end, all I'm losing is 2 time. I can live with that. So flip over 2. And let's fix our dice here. So we've got 4 yellow, 1 black, 3 magic, 2 agility. All right. So we gain this card, and what do I want to do with it? This isn't so bad. Spend a 2 or higher and gain a 5 blue. I got space for 1 more skill. Or do I get the extra agility? You know, let's do that. Then we're looking kind of balanced. All right, awesome. Okay, next turn. 2 time, and we will open or enter this door here, a beetle. That's right, we've got a whole bunch. I get another dice here. Whole bunch of armor. Okay, well, let's go for it. Come on, big numbers. Okay. So let's cover the armor first. We didn't roll well with our agility dice. We can cover that up there. Got a 5 to cover this up. A 3 here, which is a bummer because I can't use anything there. Or maybe I'll end up using this. This is not too great. I'm going to use this 3 to cover this up. Okay, now we've covered all the armor, so now we can cover these. So I can spend any of these dice and gain a 6 for covering armor. I do want to do that. So I think maybe I'll replace this 3 with a 6. Yep. And then I'll spend this 3. And I'll roll a black die. Oh, come on. All right. We'll use a 4 up here. And we don't have anything to cover that 5 or anything to cover these. This is kind of a rough one. So we're going to end up taking 3 time and a total of 3 damage, but for every 2 we prevent 1, so we are just going to take 2 total. Okay. I think we're good, so I should have 4 yellow. There we go. 3 agility, 3 magic, and 1 heroic. All right, what do we want to do with this? I feel like I need to start pumping XP into here, but this is also pretty nice. Spend any 1 yellow and gain a 6 yellow. That's solid. I'm gonna go with it. Might be making dumb decisions here by not leveling up faster. I'm not sure, but that's the game. We're exploring it. Okay, next turn, our 2 time, and we'll enter the flame statues. So we got a peril roll here, and I think we're going to go ahead and try to dodge them. All right, let's roll big on our agility dice. Ooh, oh yeah, look at that. Got that covered easily. And then over here, got a 6 there, and plenty. No problem at all. Awesome. Okay, this one is 3 XP. I think we'll take the XP. We need it pretty bad. So now we need 5 more XP there. Start of a new turn, we'll take our 2 time, and we will explore. Turn is over, next turn, spend 2 time. And let's open or enter another trap. Okay. They're both pink ones. Well, let's run through. We didn't have any trouble last time. Okay, so we got a 6, we got a 4, that's 10, that's 13, no problem. Perfect. Okay, so this is a potion one. feel like we should go for it. Now, I could be getting these rules wrong. I know you gain one when you get a potion deal. I don't know if there's a limit to... You know what? I didn't do this again, but I know that I had plenty to cover that. That would have been totally fine. Yeah, I don't know if there's a limit to how many of those that you can have. Well, let it be known that I'm not sure. All right, next, spend 2 time. We're getting low on this deck here. And let's hope this is a 4. It's only a 2, but it's another peril. So let's climb over it. Been having good luck so far. All right, so we've got a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but we got to cover these too. And these are gray boxes, so we can use any dice. So we got that no problem. Awesome. Nice and easy. I'm going to use this as XP. So we now have 5 out of 8. So we need 3 more. Let's see if we can get it done before we have to go to the next level of the dungeon. And let's go with this one. Yes, it's a 3. And another peril. Wow. Let's dodge them logs. Okay. Not too bad. We got 8, 9, 10, 11. And that's enough to cover that. But we don't have a 6. Oh, this is awesome. Just have to spend a yellow, and we gain a 6. Since I'm not going to use this, let's just say this turned into a 6. So we can cover that, and we can cover that. So that's no problem. We got plenty there. So we are good. And we're going to use this as XP. These go back into the box, and we move up to level 3. So we gain +1 potion. We're sitting really good on potion. We still have our 1 heroic die, and now we need 10 XP to get to the next level. So let's see what we got here. So we spend 2, and then we've got the stairs. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine here. So I'm going to enter this room. All right, so we've got the glooping ooze. Let's see. I think we have a decent chance here. Let's see what we can do. So I need 4 and 3 and 3. Okay, so we need to cover these first. 2, like that, and got a 4. Let's convert one of these into a 6. Well, it's not a convert, but you gain a 6. That goes there. That will cover that. And then we need a 5. He's covered. And then over here, we need to cover a blue 5 and a yellow 3. Well, you know what we can do? I think this isn't a problem. We'll do that instead. And then we'll use this to roll a heroic die. And I got a 3, so that didn't help us. So I think we're gonna have to take some damage here. Yeah, so we're gonna take 2 damage, but that gets reduced to 1 because of that. And we get the card. So I should only have 4 yellow, 3 blue, 3 agility, 1 heroic. All right, and I am going to use this as an item. And there we go. I've got more health. Got an extra attack die. All right, now we need to spend 2 time to start this next round, which 2 goes there. Since we didn't get to 3, it's fine. We'll descend the stairs. So we'll shuffle this up. Yeah, the deck gets lighter and lighter because you're taking out cards along the way. So each dungeon level gets shorter. And then we're gonna have to take a bunch off the top right away with that Hall of Statuses, or statues. Statuses. Okay, and then we reveal this 3rd level, and look at that. Those are nasty. So we'll take 5 off the top. Okay, and then 2 for the first turn, which will allow us to explore. We find 4 doors. Turn is over. 2 time, and kind of keep going in a similar order here. So let's do this one. All right, we got a phantom. There's some pretty high. Well, let's see what we can do. He's got 4 as well. So hope I haven't been missing that too much. I don't think I have. Yeah, he's pretty tough, so I'm gonna actually take this heroic feat die and let's roll everything up. Seeing a lot of low numbers here. Immediately discard all 1s and 3s rolled. Well, that's kind of nasty. No 3s at all. Oh, 1 3. I do not know what that was. It wasn't a 1. Just say it was a 4. Okay. We got this to contend with. Let's use this to gain a 6 that can be used on armor. So we're definitely going to put that there. And we'll use a 4 here. We'll use a 5 up there. So well, not yet. Now all armor is covered. And then we did get a 5. We did get a 6. And we're not looking too great. We can spend this here and roll a heroic. 4. It's not awesome. I already have one. I can spend 1 here since this can be used on any color and gain a 6, which we can use here. Actually, I'm going to use it on here. Reason being, because I think I'm going to be able to cover everything else. This is 2 damage, this is 1 damage and a time. Since I've got this ability to take that damage down to 1, take 2 down to 1, it makes more sense to cover this one so that I don't have to deal with that time loss. And then I can use this over here and this to cover this one. Wow, okay. So I take 1 damage because that 2 becomes 1 and we get the card. It's figure out what my dice are looking like. I should have 5 of these. So this one goes back. 1 of these. All these black ones go back. Should have 3 blue, 3 agility. Okay, and let's see. That is, that's only on peril though. I'm gonna take the XP. We've got 4, since that's a big one. All right. I'm also going to use a potion and heal up 3. So I'm down to 1, and we'll start our turn. 2 time. Enter a room. Ice elemental, another 4. So I get this on my heroic. And this guy's a pretty big deal. Before the encounter, spend 3 time. That's not cool. Wonder what that means. Am I just sitting there staring at him? Deciding for a long time if I should actually fight him? I don't know. Well, let's use a heroic feat, because this guy's pretty tough. We've got 2 big shields to worry about here. Ooh, I'm seeing some big numbers. Wow, look at all those 6s. Wow, this is looking pretty good. So we've got, we need 10 for this one. So we'll take 10 there. Then we need 11, so it'll be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sure. We'll cover that. Then we need a 3. That could be this one. Well, let's do our blue ones first. Well, I'm going to use this 3 here to roll a black. I got a whopping 3. At least it's another 3 we can use on something else. Okay, so we'll put a 3 there. Oh, I'm not. We're gonna have to take some damage here, I think. What else can I do? Gain I don't need a 6. I don't need that. Wow, I can't believe that I've got that and nothing to do with it. That's a big time bummer. Let's see, so this is going to give me 2 damage. 3, yeah. I think again it's one of those, I'm better off putting it here and taking 4 total and reducing that down to 2. I think that's all I can do there. Yep, okay. Bring all the dice back, 3, 3, and 1. Gain this card. This is tempting, so I can have 4 skills. I only have 3. This would allow me to re-roll one of your dice or increase one of your dice by 1. And I can use it on attacks or combat or peril. That's pretty good. Leveling up would also be pretty good, and this guy's got 4 XP. That is a tough call. Could also add an agility and a damage. I'm gonna go with the XP. I want to try to level up. So now we've got 8 out of 10. All right. Time, and enter a room. Peril, arrow wall. We're definitely gonna rush through. No question. All right, so we got to cover these. We got to cover that. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not enough, but we can maybe take this. Actually, before, well, no. These have the armor on them, so I think I need to cover those first. So that can cover that. I'm going to use this one to gain a 6, which I can use to cover that. And then we need a 2 of anything. Cover that, okay. And then we've got 10, 11, 12. Cover that. And that does it. Awesome. Okay, so we only needed 2 more XP, so let's just go ahead and use that. So these go back into the box, and we now get to level 4, and this is great because we get an extra black heroic die on every roll. It's awesome. We also get a new potion. I should have taken 2 damage on that previous one. I never took that. And now for every 5 experience I put in this, I get a potion. So let's use 1 potion right now to heal up 3. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, and enter a room. We are getting a lot of perils. That's crazy. We're gonna destroy it. We are totally gonna destroy it. I have no need for these. Well, I could use them up there. All right, so 6, here's 11. Got enough for that. And cover that one, and that one, and that one. No problem. Now what do we want to do with it? I can have up to 7 items. I've got 4. And this is coming to an end pretty soon. Or do I want that potion for healing? Let's go with it. I'm gonna have to fight a big boss at the end, and I don't know if he's gonna require a lot more combat or what, so let's get another dice in there. All right, so we spend 2 time and explore. All right, and then 2 time. This is a tough one. Well, I'm gonna explore 1 at least because we won't take any damage. So let's just hope it might have some good stuff to add up here. Ugh, not really. I got plenty of those. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, before the encounter, convert 1 item to XP. I don't know that I like that, but we'll take this one. So that goes to 2 XP, which means I would technically lose one of these die. Might kind of seem like I cheated because I took a 1. But oh well. All right. So we got a lot of low stuff here. This might not end well. Let's see. So we've got 10 to use on there. Got a 5 to use on there. We need to cover that 10. We can use one of these to convert it to a 6 that can be used on armor only. So we got that covered. So now we got to be careful about time, because if I have to do any time, it's going to be put as damage on the stairs here. So I want to try to avoid that. Let's see, we'll use this to gain a 6. Put right there. How are we going to get a 6? Oh goodness, this ain't looking great at all. It's a bad start to right before we have to fight a boss. Wow, I don't know that I can do anything. I can't. All right, so we're going to take 1 damage and a time. Time goes there. And then we'll take 2, so we got a total of 4, which goes down to 2. Okay, but we get the card at least. So we should have 5, 3, 3, and 2. And that's not bad for extra 2 rolls. I just don't know what the boss is going to have. Well, we're going to take it as an item for that extra dice. Now we have 6. It's kind of getting sloppy here. Okay, and then I believe I have to spend 2 time for the start of the next turn. Now there's 3 on there, so I have to take 1, put the 2 back, and then it's boss time. So we take this card here, flip it over, and now we're fighting off against the dragon. Wow, okay. Well, I'm going to use a potion right off the bat to heal 3. And let's see, what does it say? So the heroic dice cannot be placed on the skull boxes, and the skull ones, those are the ones that he'll actually take damage on. He's got 6 health. Come on, we need some big rolls. Ooh. So we need to do the shields first. And we're not looking good on that. We can use a yellow to gain a 6 that we can use on a shield. I think I will, yeah. Use this, and I need a 5 or a 6 real bad. Ah, man, I think that we're going to be hosed right here. Because I have to, my understanding is that I have to cover all the shields before you can do anything else here. And I don't see anything else that I can do. Oh, that's right. There's a rule that will allow you to trade in any 2 dice, and you get a black heroic of the lowest of the 2. So I could trade in a 5 and a 6 and gain a black 5, which will allow me to cover that. Okay, that's something. Oh, we're not going to reach 16. So let's try to do some damage to him. We're not going to reach 17. So we'll try to do some damage. We will trade, oh man. trade this in and gain a 6. I don't think that'll be enough to get us there, but 6 and 4 is 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow. So we have just enough to cover that. I can't do anything there with any of the rest, so I'm going to end up taking 5 damage. So if I take 4 damage, it's only 2, and then an extra. So I took 3 there, and because I covered 2 skulls, the dragon takes 2. So he's at 2 out of 6. Okay, reset our pool here. 3, 3. Should have 6 and 2. All right. Okay, here we go. Round 2. Might as well use a potion. Heal up 3. But that's it. That's all I got. Ooh, some good 6s there. Okay, good. So now we don't have to worry about getting those shields down. However, no, I can't use that because that's on yellow only. No. I can spend this and get a black 6. Perfect. So we will cover these first. And then, let's see. I want to cover that, so do we have enough? So this is going to be 11, 15, 16, 17. I don't think we're going to have enough for blue. So it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I do have enough. We'll cover that. Help some damage mitigation on myself. And we'll spend this here. Okay, so I only end up taking 1 damage, which is great. And he takes 2. So all I need to do is deal 2 more damage to him and survive. And then I've got it. Okay, so we're back up to 6, 3, 3, and 2. Okay, next round. Oh, that's a lot of low. A lot of low. That's looking really bad. That's looking horrible. I don't think that I can block his stuff there. I mean, I can use this to roll one of these, which is great, but I'm still missing one. I don't think there's any way I can fix that. Because again, I don't think I can cover any of this other stuff unless you get all of that done. Well, I may have just lost because of that. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else I can do. Okay, well, that's 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. So I would take, well, 10 would be 5, and then 11 would be 6. So I've got 4, 5, 6. That kills me right there, actually. Yeah, I was not able to get through his defenses, and he got me. I got him close. I mean, that if I just had one more, this was a 5 instead or something, which I might have been able to use with this. Nope. There was another card that had something that I could have increased the value by 1. I think I used it as XP. Dang. Well, I came close, and that was really interesting. I don't know that I feel 100% like I'm doing everything exactly right, but hopefully I was close. I mean, things could have been differently if because I was forgetting that whole first round to deal with these. So definitely room for improvement, but that was actually pretty fun. I'm kind of surprised for how small of a footprint this game has. That was good stuff, and it'll be interesting too to play it with 2 players with my son. I think he's going to really enjoy this. And there's other characters too. There's a total of 5: Archer, Rogue, Warrior, Mage, and the Paladin. So, and they all have a 1-player version and then the 2-player version. So this was cool. If you noticed anything that I did absolutely wrong, please leave a comment and let me know. Otherwise, we'll try to get in. I mean, this was the easiest dungeon too, and I failed. So we'll try to get in another round on this guy and take him out. Look at him. How could I lose to that? I mean, he almost looks like you walk up and pet him. Anyway, all right. Well, this is Prattski. This has been a playthrough of One Deck Dungeon. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time.